What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. What I'm going to talk about today is how I came out to let my parents know that I am a lesbian. First, when I think I was like 13, 14, I was dating this dude. I'm not going to mention his name. I was dating this dude. He was my first boyfriend. He was my last boyfriend. I was dating him for 3 years, going on 4 years. We ended up breaking up because I cheated on him with somebody else, which is, I ended up getting with that person right after we broke up. And I was blunt with him. I'm like, I cheated on you. And he was like, for what? And I'm like, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I was in love with the dude. I cared for him. Like, I really did love him. But me personally, I just didn't want to be with him no more. And I didn't know how to tell him. And I ended up cheating on him. And when I cheated on him, he was angry. He couldn't figure out why or what was going on. Yada, yada, yada. When I turned 16, I came out, was it 16? It was either 16 or 17. I want to say it was 16. I came out, yeah, it was 16 because that's when I was going to Arsenal Tech High School. I was from Indianapolis. I wrote my dad a letter because he was, can't remember what the whole thing went on, but I wrote my dad a letter or whatever, and I told him basically, I'm like, I'm gay, lesbian, I don't like dudes, you can accept it or you don't. You don't accept it, that's fine. Right after I wrote that letter, he got an attitude. He put me out. We got into a big old argument, and then he called my grandma that same day, told my grandma, and they started talking to me about how it's not right, that a woman is supposed to be with a man and the man is supposed to be with a woman, and this is not right. I'm only doing this because my auntie Tony, and I'm not. It's my feelings is my feelings, her feelings is her feelings. She can do whatever she want to do, and I do what I want to do. What she does have nothing to do with me. But they was angry about that. He was more angry, I believe, because I wrote him the letter instead of being upfront with him. But if anybody know this man, you can't talk to him about nothing without him catching an attitude. You can't tell him nothing without him catching an attitude. Like, there's no talking to him or no nothing. Once he has his mind set, his mind is set. And I was not about to sit up here and explain to this man. I'm not about to sit here and feel sorry for myself. Like, when I was little, I prayed so much. I begged. I'm like, God, this is not right. I'm not supposed to date women. Why do I have feelings for them? Like, I'm supposed to be dating dudes. Because that's what I grew up under. Like, my grandma, she's a Christian. My dad, he's a Christian. But mind you, he don't never go to church. But we ain't going to speak on that. My mom, she's a Christian. Grew up in a church. Praise dance in the church. Sung in choir. Like, I was in church the whole 9 yards. And when I was little, about 8 or 9-ish, I was talking to a girl. I kissed her or whatever. I had kissed her. Well, we're going to fast forward. Fast backwards. Before that happened, we was staying in some apartments. I can't remember what they was called. We was staying in some apartments, and we was staying in the house. It was actually down here in Arizona. We was staying in the house, and my mom don't know this. Don't nobody know this. I have never told nobody. The only person that knows this is my best friend. So it was this boy. His name was Brandon, I believe, and he stayed down the street from us. I had the biggest crush on him or whatever. And I had got bit by a dog in my butt because I was running. My brother and my sister said, don't run. I'm like, okay, bet, whatever. There goes a scooter. I hopped on the scooter and I took off. The dog came after me and bit me in my ass. So, my mom had to call the dog pound and all this and all that good stuff. And Brandon's mom called to check up on me and figure out what was going on and all this and that. So I healed up or whatever. And my mom went over there to talk to her because they was cool, they was friends. And she goes over there, whatever, and talk to her. And me and Brandon go in the room by ourselves. And we shut the door and lock the door. We go in the closet. Everybody knows what happened after that. No, we didn't have sex. We just kissed and stuff and touched each other and that. And I had feelings for him, but then I didn't. Because I was little. I was like 7 years old. I was little, maybe 7 or 8, but I was little, so I didn't know really what I was doing, what was going on. I may have even been older than that. I don't even know. After we moved from down here back to Indianapolis, we moved into these apartments where I met a friend, and she was a girl. She had liked me or whatever, and I liked her. My mom let her come over and spend the night and stuff, and my mom never knew. My mom just found out a couple years ago that I was a lesbian. And I'll get into that. She would spend the night and stuff, and when she'll come over, we'll kiss and touch each other and do all that stuff. And a couple years later, we moved into our other house. It was a double, and my neighbor, my friend, she was my neighbor. She didn't like girls, but I tried to turn her out, but that didn't work. But I had a friend come over. I was nasty. I was bad when I was a kid. I had a friend come over and we kissed or whatever. Not on the cheek. Not on the lips. We kissed on the cheek or whatever, and we hugged. We held hands and stuff, and did stuff like that. But we didn't kiss on the lips or nothing. None of these people really that I had kissed on the lips besides was Brandon. The rest of them, we kissed on the cheek and touched each other, and that was about it. I hit the age 10. I believe it was like 10 or 11. When I hit the age like 10 or 11, that's when I knew. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be with a dude or not. Like, I like girls. I love the feeling. That's what I want, and that's what I'm going to be with. I had my mind set on being with a girl. So on down the road or whatever, I'm experimenting, having my little crushes in school, smacking their butts and doing all this stuff in school. I hit the age 14, 15, and that's when I started dating him. The reason why I feel that I had started dating him is because I was in denial on what I wanted, and for my feelings, and I knew that it was wrong, so I felt that was what I should do. So, by the age of 16, I believe I was 14 or 13, something like that. By the age of 16, going on 17, is when we had broke up, and I came out to my dad and wrote him a long letter telling him that I was a lesbian and I didn't like men. Well, I did like men then. I did still like them, but I wasn't dating them. I was dating a girl, and the same one that I cheated on with is also the one that I ended up getting with. Well, I actually cheated on him with 2 people, kind of, sort of. Cheated on him with a dude first, and that was, I believe it was actually my first time ever having sex, I believe. No, it wasn't. I don't think. I don't know. Shit. Then I got with this girl, and She was my first official girlfriend. We was together for, I believe, almost a year or something like that. We broke up. And that was at the time I was staying with my dad. And around that time that I was with her, I came out to my dad. And I'm like, can I go over to Lexi house, or can she come over, whatever. And he's like, no, you think I'm stupid. I know what y'all trying to do, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, we gotta do nothing that's disrespectful, and da-da this and da-da that. But he wouldn't let her come over. He wouldn't even, like, when she would come over, he wouldn't even let her come in the garage. Like, I couldn't go in my room with her. She couldn't even come in the house. No, none of that. But, like, when my stepmama was there, she would allow her to come in the house and whatever. And she would allow us to go in the backyard and sit. Because my dad had, like, this little porch thingy where you could sit. It was a built-in little porch, and we would go out there and sit and stuff. And then, or we'll go in the garage. But if he was there, we couldn't. Like, I'll sneak her in the backyard, and then he'll try to say something, but then my stepmama will be like, leave her alone. They're not doing nothing. Leave them be. I turned 18. And around this time, I was single. I was staying with my dad still. No, I had moved out. No. I was like, yeah, I was 17. I was staying with my dad, and he did not put me out immediately after I had told him I came out. I ended up turning 18, and once I turned 18, I went to Job Corps. For y'all don't know what Job Corps is, it's a place that you can go to and get your high school diploma or your GED and get a trade. And you can do CNA, or Office in Administration. And then if you go to the actual Job Corps place and stay on campus, they have more options for you. But I went to the one where you go and you come back home the same exact day. And I got my high school diploma, and I got my trade with Office Administration. So as I going to school, doing that, whatever, me and his relationship is steady going down. But if anybody you know how he is, so y'all know why our relationship was going down, because of what I told him. 2, because that's just him. Once you hit a certain age, he feel that he don't need you, or you don't need him, and it's a long story. It's a long story, but really, long story short, he's a butthead, and once you turn 18, your life basically don't matter to him unless you're a boy. So, really not even that, because my brother is over the 18, and he's his child, and he still don't really mess with him like that, but he mess with him more than he does with us. But as soon as I hit 18 or whatever, I was able to sign up for Job Corps. I went to school, did that. I completed it within a year. After that, I got with my best friend, Keisha. Well, I was with somebody during that, but we broke up. And that was she don't mean nothing. End up getting with Keisha, and me and her have been on and off for the past 4 years. And that's also who I was just in a relationship with not too long ago. But we broke up due to other reasons. But me and her have been on and off for the past 4 years, like I said. Yes, I love her still. Yes, I'm still in love with her. But no, we are not together. But that is the story of me coming out to my dad. How I came out to my mom was, my mom was staying down here in Arizona while I was down there staying with my dad, going to Job Corps. Well, first I started high school. I did a year in high school, and I didn't like it. Like, it wasn't too much for me. The school itself was too much for me. It was too big, and I just was in too much trouble. I got into too many fights, skipped too many classes. Like, it was just too much for me. So I ended up going to Job Corps. But besides that, my mom left and came down here when I was 16. 16, and came down here, and she had been down here ever since. She would come and visit like once or twice a year, and I end up posting a picture on Facebook, or she did, and tagged me in it. Something, either way it go, that's how my mom found out, on Facebook. Posted a picture of me, and one of us posted a picture of me and her kissing, and pictures that we had taken, and I had a fat ass hickey on my neck. And that's how my mom found out. My mom is not, that I know of, is not really tripping. But at the beginning, she was a little angry because she's like, I just want to be like my Auntie Tony, because my Auntie Tony is gay and does this and does that. But she finally let it go because she figured, she finally noticed, and like, this is what I want. This is, she basically accepted. My grandma, she also finally accepts it, but she accepts it, but she don't. My dad, he's still in denial. He, like, when I go, like, one day I try to go with him to get my hair cut, like, not cut off like I have already did. Like, I tried to go and get it, like, get my hair tapered and lined up, and he didn't really want to take me because he didn't want people to know that I was his daughter. And like, when his friends and stuff was around, when they'll come over, he would keep me in a room, or like I would leave and he'd be like, such and such is coming over, and like he'll keep me a heads up and be like, don't come out, or don't do this and don't do that. And then like when people would ask, he'd introduce me, he'd be like, this is my daughter, and they'd be looking at me, and they'll look me up and down, they'd be like, that's your daughter? And he'd be like, yeah, this is my daughter Malia. But it took him the longest to even let people know that I was his daughter. And that's what hurted me the most, is because I was a daddy's girl. Like, he was everything to me. Like, me and him was close like this, and now I don't even talk to him. I don't call him for his birthday. He don't call me for my birthday. Holidays, we don't talk. Like, it hurts me, but at the end of the day, I really don't care no more, because I'm not about to suck up to you, and I'm not about to please you and do what you want for me to have a relationship with you. I'm about to be 23 years old, and for the past 2 years, you have not called me and told me happy birthday. I, quite frankly, don't even care. That's one less person I have to talk to. You're one less person that I really don't care for no more, that I have to talk to. But that's how my mom found out. I got off topic a little bit, but that's how my mom found out, by Facebook. But she accepts it, and she really, I don't know if y'all can see it, but she finally accepts it, or whatever. She loves my best friend. She calls her daughter. She does everything. She took her in and accepted her as her own, and she treats her like her daughter. But I'm at a happy stage, because I'm finally free and finally can be me, but I still have a lot of me that I need to figure out, and a lot of me that I need to work on. Like, not even far as what I want, as in sexuality. As far as like career-wise, who I want to be with, and not even who I want to be with, because I know who I want to be with, but we have some things that we got to work on. I have been kind of thinking about like switching up a little bit or whatever. Like, if y'all want to see that video of me switching up to dressing as a film or whatever, let me know, because I will do it. I'm gonna try to find some pictures of me, of old pictures of me, of what I used to look like when I had my long hair and when I dressed like a girl and stuff. I'm gonna try to find some of those and throw those in. I'm recording on my phone, so I'm able to throw in the pictures and stuff, because on the computer it wasn't allowing me to, and it wouldn't allow me to edit my video either. So yeah, y'all know what to do. Go follow me on all my social media. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that bell so y'all know every time I upload. Like I said, I'm gonna try to upload another video later of a challenge. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do the 1 bite challenge, the spicy noodle challenge, you eat it or wear it challenge. I don't know yet who can drink the fastest or who can eat the most nuggets. I don't know yet. I ain't figured it out yet, but I'll be try to post a video later. But yeah, peace.